Welcome back, everyone, to the 1,000 population, 1 city challenge. I hope you're all well. We are deep in December here, freezing our nuts off, but it looks so beautiful. I hope you're all well, guys, and welcome yourselves back on in. I hope you're having a great day, and thank you so much for joining me. So, quick recap. We are, well, 7 months of food and fuel still stocked up. I'm going to try my best this time around to make sure that is just really high. If you remember, we had 2 families move in at the last second. It was a little bit of a slow start, but we should be okay. If I was doing it properly, to be fair, I probably shouldn't have brought the ox in so early, but it is going to come in really handy when we start farming, because actually I can assign it when we level up to that one. So if we get 2 level 2 burgage plots before the end, we could probably plough a couple of these fields. Now what I'm going to do is put crop rotation on here, and then I'm going to have, well, just that one as fallow, this one as fallow. Beautiful song playing right now. And then we're going to go into wheat on that one and that one. So we're going to start basically getting a little bit of a surplus when we can. Let's speed it up so they can get some work done here. And let's hover over so you can see everything. I apologize on behalf of my voice. I have hay fever. It's a wonderful thing. I don't normally get it this early a year. It's so hit and miss whether it's going to be annoying or not. So I'm a little bit blocked up because of it, which is a bit of a pain. Okay. So we also did get up to 14 soldiers. I've just seen another bandit camp kind of appear, which is relatively close. I think we've got 1, 2, 3 bandit camps on the map now. I think that's the max we can have at any one time. But it is something to consider, which is a little bit frustrating. I forgot to free up my forager's hut, so we'll go back up to 2 lots in there. What I can do is unpause this. We're just going to have 1. We'll go up to 2 in the farming, hoping next month we can get another one. We've got 2 houses spare. I think what I need to do is upgrade any of these that we can early on whilst they've got nothing to do at this point. Bandits just stole 10 bloody firewood. We don't need it right now, so I'm not going to sweat it. But we do need to deal with them. 1 more family should give me enough to then go deal with that, I think, and I will probably send the spearmen out. But 21 on the population, slow and steady wins the race, you know. And there we go, those burgage plots have been upgraded, so I'm going to continue it on once more, and I think I may even flip over to get a little bit of the planks ready. So if I just take a second here, the church itself takes 20 planks, right? We've got the stone for it, so what we want to do is probably go something like this. We pause the logging camp and we add someone into the saw pit. I'm keeping 1 free at the moment because we're going to start ploughing the fields hopefully from early on, and then we're going to have to obviously resupply most people in as well. Kind of tempted to get rid of this granary now, although no, we're going to need that for the farms, aren't we? So we will keep that one. We want that to store our goods. Right, food's going to take a bit of a dip as well because we're not getting the berries in anymore, but we will be back on those soon. Right, 12 house spaces as well, and enough approval to get families to move in. And I just want to point out, we've already got the 10 planks, so we just need 10 more, and then we will have ourselves a very Merry Christmas. No, I'm joking. Let's put that on. Let me just pause the farmhouse so we can get the work going. But yeah, I hope you're all well, guys. Thank you so much for being here. There's not a lot for us to do at the moment. We are just waiting for 1 more family before we push anything a little bit further. We can obviously just soak it in and enjoy what's going on. Not a lot at the moment. Very snowy. It looks wonderful, though. And January is upon us. Hopefully we can get those in. Are we there with the planks? And here's the new family now. So we've got enough, and I'm going to go ahead and get the church in. Now, where can we put it? I was hoping to be able to fit it in over here, but you know what? It's not bad to put it over here. I did want that centre of the hill, though. That would have been so cool up here. But we've got the marketplace there, haven't we? I think I'm going to put it over here. And then when we house around it, that'll look pretty cool, right? We're going there. And I'm hopefully going to get that prioritised and get it going as well. So in January, berries should come back in from March as well. Hopefully we've started the ploughing process really soon as well once we get this in. So I think I can unpause that. And then when the church is done, we can get some of these up to tier 2, which will be really handy. Right, February is here. We should see another family come in. There we go. We are fantastic right now. So 26 on the population. I was just wondering when I can get the tannery going. But I think what I'm going to do is make sure another person is in the farmhouse, and then we should be able to get these guys going. I'll keep the priorities good, and it should be fine. So starting from next month, what we'll do is wait, actually. I'll wait. We'll get all this building done. So they're just transferring in the stone for the wooden church. So the wooden church will be next on the agenda right here, and they've already started propping that up, as you can see, getting that one built. Oh, yes. Burgage tier 2 incoming. You need to drill holes for the pegs, do you, sir? All right. Well, I mean, it's something, right? What I need to do probably is make sure I'm upping the timber as well. But honestly, next month we should get another family. And I'm going to have to turn the berries on as well. But if we start farming, we should be okay. I don't know whether it's feasible to do maybe just one. Let's do one field this year so we can kind of have them doing... Once they've planted, we can turn them off anyway. So that should be okay and should be absolutely fine for what we need to achieve. But there we go. So everything is in the finalized pieces. And we have the church. Wonderful. Anyone ready for an upgrade yet? So, what do they need? Clothing store. Clothing store. So, closest to the marketplace. Just remember that every time. This one here, clothing store supply. So, we either need another person in the storehouse to bring up... I know, we need to tan. We need to tan. That's what we need to do. Tannery, and then we can get those upgraded. And then we're ever so close to getting the market running. I'm going to pause the saw pit. We've got 50 planks in. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. That means I can go down to 1 in the logging camp once more. And that means I should be able to unpause this any second or in a moment. There's the clothing store. So the moment I see these upgradable, I'm going to get them in. So a healthy amount of micromanagement is required early on, I think. And I quite enjoy the fact that I can do it as well. There we go. We got our 3 market stores. 1 is clothing. And I'm pretty sure I can get these upgraded now. 1, 2. 2 burgage plots going in. So what you want to do is upgrade closest to the marketplace first. As we can't fit the church in here, I actually can go ahead and fill out a little bit more housing over here, I think. See if that'll be enough. Is that enough for a business? We've got a message. It's enough for housing without business. I don't think that's good enough. Now that is perfect. So I could do... Is that 2? We just want the 1 house with a business there. Wonder if I can rotate that. I think that way is what I want. Just the 1 house with the business there. Let's play. We receive reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Yes, we're going to need to track their movement. So we have 1 year officially until this goes. So that is officially 1 year, is it? Well, it will be when we hit March. So we really need to get the population pumping, but at the moment we are fine. We got room for everything, another house being built, and then we can get these ones obviously upgraded to the next one. I think I want to get higher tier on these. The quicker we get that point, the better, and I can then assign an ox to this. But as you can see, we officially have some wealth now, and that means we can get some chickens in. Now let's just think about it before we do it. Got 1 family coming in. Are the berries regenerating yet? They are growing, so we'll give those a little bit of time. But in the trading post now, I think we need to turn on the planks and start trying to sell a little bit of stuff here. So I'm going to say I always want 20 planks. I'm going to assign 1 to that. And then ploughing by hand is in place. We didn't quite get there. If I can get that oxen over, that would be wonderful. But yeah, as we're selling, I think we should be okay to go ahead and get some chickens. Now, chickens we want on the small plots, really. Let's go ahead and get 1 construction of that. That will bring up food a little bit more and the variety that we will need during the harder times. But yeah, ploughing has started. It's going to take him a little while here because we haven't quite got what we need. I'm going to unpause the saw pit now. We'll just leave 1 family doing the building and then another family member join. So 29 on the population. Wonderful. And so the struggle begins. They're really, really slow by doing it on their own. 10%. Come on, house. We're almost there, man. 2 houses. 1. 1 more. I could get that high priority. Just need the logs going in. It shouldn't take them long. It would be smart to get that ploughing done early. I think that might be the next point we take anyway. But a very nice sight seeing as these come in. And the new development point. Let's go on in. Perfect timing. So we're not going into the better deals just yet. That will help, obviously, when we want to import goods, but that's going to be later. What I'm thinking is the heavy plow and heavy plow, fertilization, and sheep breeding might well be the route. We could obviously get trapping as well, but I think these are the sensible ones. We've got to be careful because we don't have enough points. So let's get the heavy plow. And over here, we are going to go advanced. Sorry. We're going to upgrade, get that one the highest priority, and then we're going to assign the oxen to that. We may even be able to get this one done. So they're going to go away, unfortunately, though, and do the building first. I think that's how it works based on those guys. But now we should have our 20 soldiers, and I'm going to go kill a bandit camp. They're out at the moment. Turn them off run, and let's bring them out. Oh, that's their soldiers going to fight them. I kind of want to loot this bandit camp, I won't lie. But their soldiers will go through and take everything out anyway, which is great. So we don't need to worry about the bandit camps. I may start going towards this one. Because we kind of want the renown and stuff. But there you go. We have a really, really good amount of stuff coming in now. So look at that. Already at 62 now. So with plank production, what we want to do... Let's not worry about them at the moment, but we want to go potentially into something like this. So we're going to need shields for our own soldiers, and we also want to sell them, I think. So let's go in and see what's worth our time here. So if we go into trade and then weaponry, if we scroll down, the large shields all sell for 6 each. Now, albeit they do take... What about the small shields? Let's take a second here. I think either way we want to build this quite... close. So we'll get the planks in on that one. We'll get that one going and we can start building our own shields. We'll do large so we can fill out our spear retinue as well. With those guys going over to that one, it might make more sense to try and just head down here. I think that's what I'll do. I'll go take out those guys. Obviously, it's going to hinder our production early on, but I think that's okay. And we'll just keep a close eye to make sure we have enough. So we've got no one assigned to anything at the moment to actually build. So... because we made them a, what's it called? We upgraded this and it actually converted 2 families, didn't it? Let's just quickly pause the tannery. We still haven't done this farmhouse, unfortunately. By upgrading that extra house, we upgraded 2 families to doing that as well, which is a bit naff, actually. I forgot about that. So, yeah, we need another family to come in. Join a shop has been done, though, so we're going to go straight into general here. We're just going to have a look. So there's 1 plank makes 1 small shield, but we're going to go for the 2 planks. And we're going to focus the large shields here. And what I'm going to do is no trade the planks. And we're going to unlock the trade route for large shields. We're going to export when we have a surplus. To be fair, we don't need many. So let's have a surplus of 2. We sell everything that we can. I think that's really sensible. And that's going to bring us in a good bit of money. But for the time being, whilst we wait for that one to kind of... up. I'm going to pause that to free up the extra family. And then that should assign some to here. Then we need to consider smelting and getting spears in as well. But we can obviously trade and buy them. So I think I might buy the weapons, sell the shields. That's what I'm going to go with. You guys done this yet? Come on. Advanced. Assign a permanent livestock. So hopefully they go and do their thing over here now. And then with our extra money, I'm going to grab a hitching post here. And we are going to order another ox. So I'm going to be assigning them over anyway, and then we're going to want to upgrade that to a small stable. So 30 on the population. There's still a lot going on, lots to consider, but another family coming in. We've got to be really careful. I think, though, berries we can grab in. We are getting the eggs in now. So I'm going to actually go ahead and unpause that one and start to get a little bit more in of that. We're okay on fuel. It's just food. I'm hoping now. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit late, but the ox has come in and is starting to plough this one. Don't think we want to do a second field. Did my soldiers go in? They did. Come on. Grab that. Oh, looks like we fought them because we've only got 19. So we won. Yeah, so we've got a bit of influence in here. I'm going to send this back to my own thingy. I don't want them having it. So we are going to... Don't need it in my own treasury until we get retinue. But I'm going to send resources to nearest town so we can get a good amount of regional wealth. There we go. Perfect. And let's get on home now. We'll probably get these guys to sprint because they're not going to be fighting anyway. And then all we need to do is make sure we're okay over here. And that does mean I can unlock the next route to get in the spears. And import 2. There we go. Now we are going to need to assign someone to here, but at the same time we're going to need to make sure we're upgrading these and make sure we can fit everyone in that we have. And I'm in no rush now because of this to upgrade to the tier 2, purely because we now have the ability to actually just focus on what we're doing with the trade, because we're going to get a fair bit of money from trade. It's a little bit wide, that one. Let me try again. So a couple of manual houses here. I'm going to get 3 actually, just down here. That should be perfect. And that should be the next expression of ourselves and the growth in our town. Perfect. Now bear in mind these are all going to be expanded to as 2 house plots as well. So that's going to keep us going for a long, long time here. And let's check in on the farm. Did we manage to get this? Okay, they are sowing right now. So we'll get some. We basically just want a bit of a surplus, I think. And then next year, we should be able to plough these nice and quick. So I'll get a second farmhouse. But once they have done their job over here, we will pause this one. So some growth has already started. 11 families now, 33 on the population. I can now disband my unit. And they can come back to work now as well, which is good. And there we go. Burgage plot's done. So what we're going to do, once we've got the logs in, actually, which we're struggling with, is get that going. We should have our 2 oxen over here now. And with all of this wealth coming in, I'm going to go ahead and grab in another chicken plot here. We'll have 2. I'm tempted to get even more, actually. This one feels like it should be a production building. Same with this one. And then that one, I could go with chickens. So we'll have the 3 extra chickens. That's going to buff our food a good amount. So as you can see, it's a little bit lower. But it is going to go up. And we are then on our next month, already in May. When we go to June with the new family coming in, we've got plenty of room. There it is. We should be able to slow that one down. We're okay on firewood. Yep. And then assign someone to the trade post. The field has been sown now, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the farmhouse. And we're going to begin our trade. So large shields are coming in. But we're going to unpause that one now and see if they can start to do their thing. So we're going in to buy the spears, as you've seen already, so we can start arming our army ready for this attack. I'd like to turn one of these houses, actually, into a tier 2 and then a bowyer's workshop as well. So I'm going to upgrade that burgage plot, because that one doesn't fit 2 families, it fits 1, so that's perfect. There you go, we have 24 ready with spears, just only 23 spears, so yeah, a good way of doing it. Sell the shields, buy in the spears. Now what you want to do, past 75%, little tip for you guys, I believe past 75%, 2 families a month can join. So make sure you've got space for them. The speed in which this ramps up now is going to be crazy. And a couple of these down here are going to become extra farm ones as well. So that's the reason why I say that. This one over here is going to be a bowyer workshop when we've got the planks as well. So I think once we've got more timber in, we can unpause that. No, that's good. We should be logging a good amount. What I'm going to do is take away the limit the work area now. We've cut everything out around us. And then we should be able to pick that back up. Food's ticking up. That's all good. And there's another family coming in. And it looks like we're buying in the spears as needed as well. So that's great. And loads of shields, look. So we should start to see a fair few of those being sold now. Yep, so we're going to be exporting quite a few. We probably need extra people in the trade thing here. But we've got plenty of money in the reserve, so I don't think we need to worry too much. This one I'm going to turn into waste, actually, having double that space. Let's go chickens with you. And then chickens with this one as well. And in terms of these guys, I'm actually going to go and get rid of that bandit camp really quickly. Their army's roaming about, so we could probably take it out before they get here. I'm going to send... Oh, there's one over here, actually. We'll go over and grab that for free. We'll take those riches, and that should be good. A nice, beautiful aerial view of what the beginning of absolute beauty. That church was a good placement, I think. I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to pop some more houses down here as well. And as we build out this little section, I'm actually going to make that a little bit smaller. I think I can fit one right there. If we put it that way, look, you get the nice garden that comes across. Yeah, we'll go one there. I'm actually going to do these opposite to each other. Like that. And then one more down here like that. And then I want to change this to be just that, I think. A nice road going through. That'll help the marketplace get down here. And how are we looking? We're not really getting much growth. We should do. I think this will shoot up as the months go by as well. And what do we need for the next one then? So we just need 2 more burgage plots for another point. And that means we could start multiplying the sheep before we graze and buying them in. I don't want to get ahead of myself though. And really what we need to do is make sure we're having more food. With the amount of these families moving in, we're going to need lots of chicken barns. It's going to be our safest way of doing that. But again, we can buy in food as well when we start to make a big buck. So what we need to do is make sure once we've filled out our spears, we should be good. So at the moment, we've got 26 spearmen of whatever it is. I think what I'm going to do is also recruit an archer unit ready for the attack. And then probably get in our, what's it called as well. So we're going to need our manor, which is 15 stone, 5 logs, 20 planks. Rises the administration level by 1. So that'll be useful. Alright, a bit of food being stolen by the bandits. We're okay, we can deal with that. We're alright right now. So staying true to what we said before, I'm going to go ahead and get a second farmhouse in. And when we have the population by next year, we'll get 2 and 2. And we should be able to run with 2 or 4 fields. Should be good. So we're going to send the resources to nearby town. We're just going to get our wealth up crazy amounts here. We're just going to get really, really rich. And I think that's going to save us a lot of grief in the short term here. Now, I know I said I want production on that, but actually, do I want production on that? I think it's probably smart to stick to the farms as much as possible. That one's definitely going to be the Bowyer slot, so we're going to get a Bowyer workshop in there. That is going to cause us issues with unassigning with one family here. But if we have a look, we should be okay to turn off a few things soon. What I might do... the building just can't happen yet, I guess. Let's get another family in. Alright, their bandits have gone out to fight them. I'm just going to go and rob the bandit camp straight away with ours. Hopefully we can get in and grab it before they do. And we'll get the resources for that as well. And look at all this. Holy crap. We have so much in right now. I'm tempted to probably... Don't know how many spearmen we want to go to. We could even just wait on that. And when we get the Bowyer stuff in, we're going to be able to sell those as well. So we could consider getting in a variety of food early on if we want. Something like apples, because it might not be something I ever go to. I'm going to establish, yeah, let's import some apples here. And we're going to say a desired surplus of 5. We have stupid money, so we should be fine. We want to get this up nice and fast. July, we have 6 months worth, though. And I think I'm due for 34 wheat in the next harvest already. The fertility makes the world of difference on this. It's not even halfway grown, so we're going to get a whole bunch for that. Don't know whether to start getting some into my treasury now. I'm going to send resources to near my town. 502. There we go. We can keep buying in our spears and food then as well. To see how powerful a trading post can actually be, it's crazy. And we've started getting our bows in now as well. So they've built up the Fletcher's workshop and they're getting that in. I'm going to slow down on any of the upgrades. I'm just seeing where I could probably reduce people down from, because we've got a fair bit of building we need to do. But I honestly think we just wait. We'll get more families in. We'll be fine. Guys, if you made this far in the video, I do appreciate it when you hit the thumbs up for me as well, and subscribe if you aren't already. And if you do want to support with that little bit extra, do consider either a membership on Patreon or on the channel. It helps me make a dream come true. I really appreciate you. But thanks for watching either way. That's what counts, right? I'm just going to pause the tannery to try and get a bit more done here. I don't plan on upgrading too many more burgage plots. Another family's starting to move in now, so I can get a lot of stuff going on. Trade might be one of the ones here. Look at this. Large shields just pumping in. Thing you've got to be careful of is the sheer amount of logging that you need to do. So I've turned them off stuff. We might need a forester to keep them nice and close. But army's coming in nicely. I think just these two will be really good against when the raiders come anyway. Where are my soldiers? Okay, they're on their way. I'm going to get them to sprint back so we can get them back to work. A lot of it is we're 26 population down out of our 45 that would be working. So keep that in mind when you do things, by the way. So they'll go back to work now rather than being out fighting, which is important. Just changing the crop rotation on these guys. So we'll have something like that. So this one will be wheat for the year after. I'm going to leave it that way. So they're 2 and 2. That should be good for now. That'll keep the wheat flowing, and then we'll be able to obviously smelt bread whenever we need it. And there we go. We've got 12 spears in, 30 large shields. So we're more than good over here. Let me just check in on the spears to see what I kind of said. Desired surpluses too, so I'm not quite sure why we're buying so many. I'm now going to turn off the trade on spears, and we'll focus the food only. So 2 families just moved in. We can go ahead and grab in certain things. I think I'll change that to 10 on apples now. But there's going to be a lot of money we make from that. I'm going to get a second one in the trader. I'll probably order a couple of horses as well. But before we do that, I'm going to make sure I save because I've had it crash on me a few times. So I'm going to order a horse and then get the hitching post upgraded when we've got the planks here. All right, we're going to get a ploughing station on the second farmhouse. Next month, we need to order another one in, and I'm going to get another hitching post in. Really ramping it up now. Already, to be fair. I'm going to get these guys upgraded as well, and then it's going to be another ox for the farmhouse, and then another horse when we can as well. And there we go. We have 8 months of food, 5 months of fuel, so we need to look at fuel soon. I think a lot of it's down to storehouse, to be honest. So let's get another one in there. And then we need a bunch of planks coming in when we can. So I might need to pause the shields. It's got a pretty out of hand already. I think I'll hold fire though. Okay, so just keeping a close eye on what's happening. So families are moving in, which is great. I'm just going to turn up the woodcutter's lodge here to accommodate. We've got 2 unassigned at the moment to do the building. Saw pit still only has 1, but we're getting a good amount of timber in now with 3. So might go down to 2 in there. And another one in the saw pit. And then we need to upgrade these when we can. And the harvest needs to begin. So I need to turn that on, actually. Let's go, let's go. We're going to lose some of that yield if I'm not careful. So September is upon us. So plank requirements are huge because we're doing shields and bows at the moment. But we are going to be able to turn off one of them soon. Now, I think I'll pause the shields for a moment. We've got plenty in surplus, almost enough to do our militia actually. And then we've got 19 archers now as well. So we'll let the warbows kind of go in. We'll fill up the archer squad first. And then we might just run with that. But yeah, we should start the harvest here, I think. Did we lose any? There we go. We've got 21 wheat. So that should sit inside this granary now. Well, they need to thresh it out, don't they? So we'll leave them kind of threshing that one. I don't know why they're starting this one already. The crop rotation needs to be fallow and then wheat. I'm not sure how it works, guys. They seem to go out ploughing these. I set these for next year, but do they plough it ready? Oh, autumn. Harvesting, ploughing, and sowing crops. Got ya. I got ya. Let's change that back then. That should be fine. So once we've got the grazing on there, we'll let them do that then. We want the oxen to actually do that, though. Let's get permanent livestock there. And what we'll do is go with 1 in each for now. So hopefully they'll just do threshing whilst we're good. And this should go ahead and plough both of these. Although we'd probably be okay to have 1 in each. But that's fine, I think. We've got the new hitching post as well. So we should be able to order another one. Go ahead and do that. We've still got plenty of a surplus in there. 4 months of fuel. Berry deposit will go down. So we'll move those guys out soon. And we're looking good. 60 population now. And we've got 6 houses still spare. So I can get some of these... Not that one. I can get these guys expanded, I think. They're already done. So we'll slow it down and we will just try and squeeze in another home in here. And then maybe another one just in here as well. And that kind of fits our whole square here. I'm going to come all the way around this. I think I want a road coming through here, guys. I think that would be nice. So we're going to try and get it along this like that, I think we'll do. And then we'll use that as another section as well. So it's expanding really, really nicely, I think. We're doing pretty damn well. We're keeping everything good. We've got a few houses upgraded. How many more do we need? 1 more. So I think I want to get that next point going. Now, we probably want to upgrade a chicken farm, if I'm honest. Yeah, this one, for example, let's get that one upgraded and we'll go to very high priority on that one. And we're getting enough hides just from the thingies anyway. And then in here, we'll make sure we expand these straight away. Now, I think these 2 are going to be some kind of like normal farms, potentially. I'll see what I can do with those. I kind of want to pop some houses down here now, though. And I know this is like kind of weird on the roads here, I won't lie. I'm tempted to get rid of that one. No, that's cool. It's like a little back alley. I am going to go ahead and get some farmhouses down here. And there's the settlement level increase. So we want a nice big one like that. And then another one this side. And that whole thing is going to be carrot farms, these two. So that's going to be a really, really cool one, I think. And there's the settlement increase, though. Let's go in. Now, we got the good choice here of either fence up. You may as well get sheep breeding before fence up, right? Although we could just buy the sheep in and not bother with this point. That might be a good idea. Now, is that the best use of ours right now? So let's just go back a second to see how many more points we can get. So if we hover over, we do get 1, 2... So we get 2 more. If we go fertilization bakery, I think we get 1 more after that, is it? I think we do. So we can then decide what we want to do afterwards, and it might go down into like armor making. It depends. Some of these could be good. I feel like the orchardry would probably be a really good one, but you've got to wait for the trees. Let's go with fence up because we need to build those around the kind of changes that happen seasonally, right? So they're sowing now. Does that mean that it'll be okay through the winter? I'm not sure because I've been doing it early in the year to see what happens. I don't know. We need to see. But with the extra families, we should be able to ramp these guys up some more. We're going to need more woodcutters for sure. Then I need to upgrade this storehouse when I can. Same with these hitching posts. But guys, that is going to be where I end this one out. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. As always, guys, thank you for being here. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you soon.